Okay. Um. Hi, I'm Matt. I'm running this game of 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons. Uh, it's supposed to be a quick one, but sometimes it's the quick ones that go for 7 hours. But
Pray for us. I'll have to leave.
yeah. But for what I have planned in my head, it's not going to be one of those that just keeps turning into something else, turns into something else, turns into something else.
Okay.
So I have 3 players here. 2 of them are currently here at the moment. So
Oh, Will's
have...
back. Will's back.
I'm here.
Okay. So I'll have them introduce themselves, going from the right of my screen to the left. So Will's first one up.
I am Will. I will be playing Jebediah, the half-elven drow, who has most recently become a swashbuckler. He is from the plains, based upon a few different Native American cultures in the southeast and the Midwest. He has the ability to understand, but as common as not his native language, sometimes he misinterprets what people say, which happened the last time he was out, and it actually worked to his favor because he ended up getting a horse for free.
Nice.
Yeah. So Sandra's next.
I didn't introduce us, Sandra.
Oh, is it my turn? I didn't hear that. Sorry. My name's Sandra. I'm gonna be playing a character called Remus. He looks pretty much like Link from The Legend of Zelda, a bit different. He's got blonde hair. He's a high elf. He has got blue eyes. He is level 3. I forgot to point that out. He's pretty average, really. He is his proficiency is archery. That's what he's good at. He's also got a shield, and a short sword. But he focuses mainly on archery. So that is his big deal. And that's it.
Okay. And
Caitlin.
Caitlin.
Hi, I'm Caitlin. I'll be playing Saria, a level 2 Grave Domain cleric. She's quite pale with long silvery white hair and blue eyes. She's only new to the guild, so she's still trying to feel a few people out. They've made a good impression. She uses mostly her spells, but she does have a mace and shield if things start getting a bit touchy. That is an awesome name.
Chapo?
Yeah. Is it too late to get in? Or?
No, no, I just started. We were still in the introduction phase.
Okay.
Hi, Chapo.
Hey, Chapo. Good to see you, man.
What's up, brother? Shit, I didn't even look. Are we doing tier 1?
Yeah, tier 1.
Yeah, it's a quick, like a 2-hour thing.
Okay.
It's
Stomp you have a beefcake yet?
So
you don't have a beefcake yet. All right. I'll do Revjack. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's Revjack.
Actually, you know what?
Never mind. Last night.
I would love Revjack.
Yeah, we'll do Revjack. All right.
Well, if you have one that needs one to level up, I recommend you play them.
Okay, well, I got Max. He's got 2 XP, which is level 2 now. He's a war cleric.
Yeah.
Join the cleric party, it'll be fun.
So
there's a guy from the other night, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he lays the stink. Okay. Well, I guess I'll introduce myself. Is everybody done with theirs?
Yep.
Okay. I kind of jumped in late. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Chapo. I'm one of the other GMs in the guild. I'm gonna be playing Maximus Crackholm. He's a war cleric, fighter. He's kind of real reserved. He's all about bringing that might to the game and kicking that ass. But yeah, he's not too much of a prim proper guy, but he's all about doing the right thing, I guess. So, and if you guys don't like him, then I'll bring Rev Jack in, and he'll just be like, yes, and all that good shit. So,
Play who you want. It's all good.
We'll manage.
all right.
Our hearts will go on.
Hey, Chapo, you know what? That reminds me. There was something we forgot to do the other night.
What's that?
Untie that mutant goblin from the tree.
Oh no, he's good to go, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I let him go.
All right, cool.
He's chilling big in his cave by himself, alone.
Alone. Oh, that's depressing.
You know, what was his name? Bobadirt, right?
Yeah.
I call him Bobadirt, the little mutant gobby.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll stop interrupting.
Okay. So it is. I wouldn't say early morning. It's about 10 or so in the morning.
Oh my god, it's alias too.
Yeah. Someone's echoing.
Is that me?
Probably me. Hang on.
Might be Sandra.
Sandra D.
Really? I've never echoed. That's weird.
Just 1 second. Testing. No, it's someone else.
Testing. 1, 2.
Okay, it's
Three.
not me. Okay.
2579. 2579.
I don't know. It's not so loud as distraction. I just noticed. I can hear it in the background. It's morning. An aide puts a notice on the board. People are looking at it. It's a simple notice. There's a logging village down the river. On the south side of the river is being harassed. It's not a very rich village, so the reward is only 50 gold per person. So none of the other members that are there are really paying it much mind because going all that way is not really worth 50 gold.
Cool. Well, I'm on it.
Yeah, it has a notice to see Pincus for a map.
All right.
Nice.
I'll run up to Pincus.
Sarah sees the notice and sees everyone else ignoring it and thinks, I wasn't planning on doing anything else with my day today, and walks towards Pincus's office.
Sandra, I muted you, so you have to unmute yourself to talk.
Oh. Yeah. All right. Thank you. That helped a lot. So Remus is basically just bored out of his mind, and he looks at the board and he's like, "What's like an easy job to do that I could get done today, and something not too crazy? Maybe with his friend Jebediah, and is there too. So he thinks that might be nice to go there."
Yeah, Jeb's gonna go collect his materials from the forge. in the Smithmaster and head up to Pincus's office after he sees the notice.
Mm.
It's not, it's not much, but it's something to do, and it's an opportunity to prove himself.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay. Yeah. The four of you, generally around the same time, you headed up to Pincus' office, saying that you're going to take uh, on the request, and he um, gives you a map showing where to go.
Okay.
Just
Nice.
give me a second. I'm gonna screen share something.
Hell yeah.
So, everyone can see the cursor, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you guys are in Illuma right here. The village is downriver. It's close to it, but it's not on the river. And even if it was on the river, it doesn't have its own dock. It's a little ways back, but it's close because people build places near water sources. But it's about right here. You'd have to walk or take horses, but he gives you a map, and that was given to him by the chief of the village to basically show what's the best way to come in. Uh, uh, yeah, it's just a small village that makes its money by cutting down trees and um, prepping the wood and that to be sold for construction and stuff like that.
Okay.
Very cool.
It's not a very rich village. It's just one of many villages.
Okay.
The notice
So-
mentioned that there were thugs. Do they know anything more about them, or is that all they know, that they're being attacked?
There's about 4 or 5 of them. They come every couple days, demanding they give them money, or they'll wreck the town.
Hmm.
It's just they're not associated with any thieves guild or any known organization. It's just a bunch of bruisers just coming in trying to get money out of the village.
At some specific time of day or night
Oh,
or randomly.
They tend to come in the afternoon just because they're probably the type that's drinking all night, so they just aren't conscious in the morning. But
Fair enough.
to come
Yeah, being
randomly-
conscious in the morning's like overrated.
As someone that is not currently conscious, I completely agree.
Yeah. So, with the traveling and the actually having going through some forest area, it will take you about a day's travel to get there. So if you leave in the morning, you'll get there at about evening.
Okay.
I'm okay with that. Yeah, well,
I'm good with leaving right now.
yeah, I turned to the others and said, do any of you need to pick anything up, or do you think that we can get there this evening ready to go?
Well,
No. Jebediah will shake his head no. He'll go over to the storehouse, grab some extra rations to make sure that he has enough to eat, and go saddle up his horse.
Saya will go to the storehouse, grab some rations, and then she will head towards the guild stables and see if there's any available for the journey.
okay.
Oh yeah, right. I entirely forgot about a horse.
Yeah.
I don't own one like Jebediah, unfortunately.
Luckily, a UAG member bought 10 horses and 2 carts. Although with that terrain, it's not the best for carts, but you can definitely take horses there.
I'm gonna definitely take a horse.
Yeah.
Or I could take Jebediah's horse.
He's already on his horse.
And
You could also take 3d 10 points of damage in the back for trying to steal my horse. Just saying.
yeah, I know why we're friends.
Oh yeah, definitely. So Max will grab an extra quiver of arrows from the armory.
Yeah.
Has some rations. Go saddle his horse. He's ready to go.
Okay. So
Alright,
you
so let's saddle up and move out.
do any of you have proficiency with animal handling?
I do,
Yes.
yes.
I do.
I do not.
Okay.
Can't be a plainsman hunter on horseback without proficiency in animal handling.
Okay. The ones who aren't proficient,
Oh no.
make me an animal handling roll. It's just
Okay.
your wisdom plus your d20.
Oh Jesus Christ, that wasn't great. Okay, it's
This should be fun.
8. An 8.
Uh,
Oh my
uh,
god.
you're.
The
Pardon me?
You went static for a second there, Sandra. You have to repeat yourself.
what?
You went staticky for a moment there. You might have to repeat whatever you just said.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is it still static?
No, you're good now. It's just that whatever it was before got a bit messed up.
Yeah.
Okie doke.
What's your roll? Or. Sandra, do you have animal handle?
I do.
I'm proficient.
Okay.
Yay!
Uh,
surely one of those nice people.
is Max proficient with animal handling?
He is.
Okay.
God damn, all of you.
Okay. Your roll wasn't bad.
Well, that's good.
Have you ridden a horse on its own, not a horse and cart?
Yeah, I rode a horse the last one I was in, which was nice.
Yeah. Well, you kind of know what to do, but the horse isn't really responding all that well.
That's fair enough.
With the if someone will assist you, then you can get the.
Oh, I'll assist her.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. He sort of
Roll the
guides
same
you
thing.
in how they'll get the horse to respond to go. Not all horses are the same, and some are a bit more stubborn than the others. So, with some help, you're able to get the horse moving and going.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. If you rolled a 1, the horse can knock you off.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, Max starts speaking horse like. Just kind of follows it.
So, yeah, you're going. You're near the back of the party, but yeah, all 4 of you are heading out. You go around midday. You take a break so the horses can get something to drink and that, and
Okay. I'm gonna have. Sorry,
Yeah.
go ahead.
No.
I was gonna say I'm gonna have my longbow out, keeping an eye on things.
Yeah.
Sarah's active. I'm not actively looking, but I'm sort of keeping my ears pricked and just making sure nothing is going on.
Roll perception if you're keeping an eye out for danger.
I got a 19.
I did not get a 19.
20, but not natural.
Yeah. Okay.
I got an 18.
Yeah. All of you are keeping aware of your surroundings, and you don't notice anything threatening or encroaching on you.
Okay.
We don't?
No.
All right.
Just a nice summer day. It's a bit warm.
Okay.
Um,
Is there any
not
animals
as
there?
warm as it has been in the last couple of weeks. It's the beginning of the 4th month of summer, so things are starting to cool down a bit, but it's still summer heat. So it's not as hot as it has been, but yeah, like you can wear heavy armor and not be exhausted from it.
Cool. That's a bonus.
Yeah. Although it is, inside of your armor is a bit of a swamp if you are wearing heavy armor.
Gross.
Heat and metal. So,
Soup sandwich.
yeah. So, yeah. So you are all able to make it to the village by. It's just sun's just starting to set, and you ride into the village, and someone comes out to greet you and ask, uh, "Are you the people from the Unnamed Adventurers Guild?"
We
That's
are.
us. Right. That's us. We're heroes. We do this.
Heard you're having some particular problems with some thugs.
Yes. Thank you so much. And he leads you towards the chief's house, the person in charge of this village. And it says, the chief would like to speak with you when someone arrived. He wasn't quite sure anyone was going to come.
We're happy to help in any way we can.
Yeah.
He says, well, all patrons are important.
I'm sure when you have money, you will also need our help. So,
Yeah.
nothing wrong with helping, right?
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. So, there's no real stable in this place. It's very basic. It's just there's the workshops and the houses. There's no real anything extra.
Okay.
So,
right.
but you're able to find posts to tie your horses up. So
Right. Is there kind of like a half-assed building that's like full of hay or something like that?
no, they get all their supplies brought to them because there's this kind of area looking around. It's not very good farmland for really growing anything, so any sort of thing like that would have to be brought in.
So it's like frontier, basically.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
but surprisingly, the ground is great for growing nice, um, thick trees. Well, so they're sturdy trees, so it's really great for logging, but not that great for any kind of personal agriculture.
Okay.
So, where are you guys getting attacked at? Like, where does this happen? I mean, your town isn't that
Yeah. Well, it's
where this usually happens.
so the guy shows you to the chief, and he says he'll explain the situation a lot better than I can.
Alrighty.
Jebediah will walk into the chief's office,
Yeah.
nod to him, say, Where is the trouble?
Oh, he greets you, and it's a very plain office. This is where he does all the business for who's ordering logs and where they have to go and all that, and all the stuff about getting it shipped and delivered and all that.
Hmm. Okay.
So he shows you to an area that has some chairs, and he invites you to sit down.
All right. I'll take a seat.
Yeah. He thanks you all for coming. And he says, the last week or so, these people showed up and started demanding we give them money. It was just a couple of them in. Well, they had some sort of armaments, but it was a couple of them, and we were able to shoo them away. But then they came back with a couple more, and this time wearing actual armor and not just wielding a sharpened blade.
Okay.
What kind of armor?
It's just simple leather armor. I think
Okay.
the guy that was ordering the guys around was wearing studded.
Now, when they came back, how many times have they visited your village?
They've been here about maybe four times.
Okay, is it all the same type? Is it all the same people every time, or is it different people? Besides the leader.
Same people. The amount of money they keep asking for that keeps increasing. When we didn't pay, a couple of the workers got injured. Luckily, it wasn't anything life-threatening, but they won't be able to work for a couple months, which really hurts our production because,
Right.
it's a small village and, yeah, the amount of we run a very thin profit line because this village is it's made up of people that just sort of found themselves here. This village is only about 20 years old, so it's pretty young.
So everybody enjoys living here and doing their work.
Yeah.
All right. So how far behind are you guys in profits?
This hasn't been going on for too long, so it definitely hurt our our coffers, but we aren't in the red yet. But
okay,
we can't be having our men injured.
No, I understand.
So they can't work.
So what I need from you is the time periods in between. Well, when would be the next time do you think that they'll be visiting? How long has it been? How frequently? And from which area do they come from?
Well, they come from the same direction you came from.
Okay. And how long until they come in, you think?
They were the first time they came 3 days later, and now it's every couple of days they come in asking for gold or threatening us for gold or
So are we getting close to them coming back?
Yeah, it's never on a regular schedule, but I think they'll be showing up tomorrow.
Okay.
I have an idea. It just dawned on me. Why don't we place like a lot of traps around the village? Only the villagers know, and we. And they just fall down. And then we capture them. We don't have to torture them, but we capture them and then ask them why they're doing this.
Well, if that's the point, then we could just set up an ambush along their route that they're coming in.
I like that idea.
Do that at night so they can't see us. We can make us a pit that doesn't have any kind of thing that's going to hurt them except just trap them.
Yes, that's right.
Well, they come up on the makeshift road that you came on, and I don't think that would be the best thing for our village if you started booby trapping the only road out of our village.
I feel like the best bet, since it does sound like they're quite basic, simple thugs, I feel like setting up an ambush might be the best idea, not necessarily trapping anything, but...
I think it would be good if we just meet them out on the road.
Were they on foot or like on horses?
They were on foot.
I say we kill them.
Jebediah, why is it always so violent with you?
A leopard does not change its spots simply because you wish it.
This also teaches them a
Nor
lesson.
does a river change its course because you wish it. These criminals will not change their path simply because you confront them. They may go away, but they will continue their lives as criminals. I say we kill them,
point. Yeah,
and that way no one else will have to deal with them.
That's pretty reasonable. Like, we're just doing it for the greater good. Just kill them.
I don't know if immediately killing is the best idea. What if maybe they're, I mean, it sounds like they're terrible people, but what if they have a reason? Why can't we capture them and bring them back with us to Illumina where they can be put into jail?
And do what? Sit in jail and learn new practices for being a criminal? These thugs would give you no more than a common glance before they slit your throat.
But they haven't killed anyone.
Action is the same as intent. They intend harm, and therefore they must be dealt with swiftly and forcefully.
I still don't think that immediately killing them is the best road. They haven't, I mean, as terrible as it is they've harmed people of this village, they haven't killed anyone. Immediately responding to that with killing them sets a bad example.
So what if we trick them into wanting to kill one of us, and then we have our motive and we kill them?
So I was just going to put her head in her hands going, these guys don't care. She turns to, I turn to the chief of the village and say, well, if these thugs are coming tomorrow, I still have a fair amount of magic left from my travels. I'm happy to provide some healing to those that have been injured to help them get back on their feet quicker.
Yeah. We appreciate any help you guys will give. Yeah. He's, even though he looks like he's sort of, you can tell he's sort of holding back, the happiness because, being sort of this small place just on the outskirts, they don't really get healers. If anyone gets sick, they have to go into Illumina to find someone.
While the others continue talking about murdering everyone, I've got 3 cure wound spells that I can use to help them get back on their feet.
Okay. He takes you over to a house where the two guys are recovering. You can um, roll a medicine.
Medicine check.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay. Natural 20.
Okay.
So 20
Nice.
to 25.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
better than my first animal handling check, wasn't it?
yeah. You examine them over carefully. You open their dressings and though you could they were treated and dressed not the best, but it doesn't look like there's any sign of infection or anything. But it they could have had better care, but but under the circumstances, they probably got the best care that they could have out here. Um, do you have a healer's kit?
I do. I wanted to buy one. I did want to buy one in my downtime, but I feel like to mention it is that something I can just retcon quickly. Or
Yeah, healer kits aren't that expensive, so.
okay, well I've bought one of those.
Um, yeah, using your healer's kit and your three spells, um, you're able to. These wounds were definitely not shallow, but they weren't. They were in spots that wouldn't be life-threatening, but they were deep cuts in the arms and the legs, and so for someone that does heavy lifting, if you have deep muscle damage, it's kind of hard to do your work. But with you apply new dressings and you apply your magic, and you're able to um, close up some of the deep cuts and able to work some of the muscle back together. They're not healed by any means. Like they're still going to be out of commission, but instead of the 2 months it'll take for them to get back into working condition, or back into able to work, it'll now take them a month to heal up
Awesome.
completely.
Oh, that's something. Okay. I tell them that I wouldn't recommend going back and jumping up and down, but you should heal quicker. Hopefully that helps you get back on your feet. And I sort of nod to everyone and I turn to leave. I go back to where the rest of the group is.
So all this took about 20 minutes. So what did you guys come to a decision on while she was off doing that?
Well, I figure we were still discussing if we should kill those guys or not. And I'm kind of with Jebediah. He's got a legit point.
You need a cord?
I believe that whether or not they have killed anyone, they are acting through violence, and violence must be met with violence if it is to end.
I never said
If they
anything
attack
about it.
me, I will not turn my blade. I will kill them.
I don't know. That sounds pretty fair to me. I don't know.
Well, I think in order to appease all of us, why don't we approach them? We'll give them an option to cease and desist. By that time, if they're going to act like fools and attack, then we'll just do what we have to do. Might will always teach a thug a lesson. Don't stay your sword and show them mercy. They're not going to show us mercy once they get us out there and put us on the blade. It doesn't matter who we are.
Well, the chief says, during your conversation that you had between yourselves, he stepped out for a moment and came back and says, I'm sure you're tired from your travel, and we did have some. Even we do have even though we don't have a place to stable the horses, we do have some supplies, and we fed, and we'll maintain your horses, and we have a place for you guys to sleep the night.
It's very kind of you.
I'll take
So-
first watch. Thank you for your kindness.
Jebediah will nod and exit the
Yeah.
office.
Yeah, he shows you to this building. It's not that big, but it's sort of like these buildings were made for. You go here, rest, sleep, whatever, and there's another building in itself where you can, eat, cook food, and all your other stuff. Like, these are places just for you to rest your head. Like, there's no actual houses here. This always been like a work village, a place to earn money, and you live somewhere else, but you would stay here for the work. So,
That's fair.
you go in, and there's it's not that big of a place, but there's about 8 beds here, but it's completely empty. You have it to yourself.
Okay.
Cyrus is pretty used to modest lodgings. Her previous place of residence before she arrived in Illumina wasn't anything fancy either, so she finds a nice place to curl up and begins to do her deep meditation, which she uses to commune with her god as well.
Jebediah will go to bed down. He'll look at everybody before he goes to sleep. I will take fourth watch.
And I won't sleep at all. I'll just meditate and keep like my attention span really sensitive or high, or however you say that.
You're fantastic.
Yeah, 2 high elves. Yes, charms.
So, yeah. Well, it is still the evening, and you not saying you have to. If you sleep now, you'll be wide awake in the middle of the night and probably have nothing to do. So if you
So it's not actually that late. Okay.
no, he was saying, here we set this up for you to have as your place to stay for the night.
Okay. Yeah, then she won't go to do that straight away because she only needs 4 hours anyway.
Yeah. Well, because it's the sun's setting, and I'm sure you guys want to. They're more than willing to share their supper with you if you want to go and join them for a meal.
Yeah, that'll work.
That's fair
Way
enough.
to pass the time.
Is there any eagles in the area? Or
Eagles?
Any eagles or birds?
I'm not quite sure.
You want me to do a perception roll? See if...
Yeah.
All right. Me perception is... Let's see. Rolled a 13.
Yeah. You don't really see any eagles. You do see some owls are starting to it's as the sun's starting to go down, they're starting to do
Okay.
their
I'm gonna walk towards while you guys are doing your thing.
I wasn't done.
Sorry.
But there are also some hawks flying around as well, looking for their breakfast.
Oh, okay.
because this is still somewhat forest area, so there's like chipmunks, mice, and that around.
Right. Can't remember. Did he say they come at night or they come during the day?
They usually came in the afternoon. Sometimes they came in the evening.
Okay.
If they didn't have a regular point, even if they came in the afternoon, sometimes it was just after lunch. Sometimes it was late in the day. They just sort of showed up.
Okay. I want to go over to one of their barns and check for mice real quick.
Mm.
New perception roll. I rolled a 18.
Yeah. Well, you went to the place where they have their food storage.
I want to catch a couple.
Yeah, you're able to catch a couple.
All right. I want back out to the
Actually,
owl.
no, roll dexterity.
Okay. I got a 17.
Yeah, you're able to catch a couple.
All right. I'm gonna go back out to where the owl is.
Well,
And-
there were a couple owls and trees in the forest. You could hear them, and not
All right.
necessarily.
Well, I want to head into the forest to try and see if I can find one.
Yeah.
I'll follow the hoots.
Yeah.
Don't pollute. Sorry.
Yeah. Roll me a investigation.
Okay. I got a 11.
Yeah. It took you about an hour, but you were able to find an owl's nesting.
So I have a ring of animal fluids. I want to expend a charge. I want to use animal friendship spell. Actually, 2 charges. One to speak with them and one to befriend an owl. Yeah, DC is 13 for the owl.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Goes to insta and me.
Just give me. Just. So, what spells were you using?
Animal friendship is a first level enchantment. As long as the beast's intelligence isn't 4 or higher, it'll work. Otherwise, it fails.
Yeah.
It's got to make a wisdom saving throw.
So.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm kind of on the fly. I'm sorry. But trying to get us. Oh, okay. Owl's wisdom is 12. He gets a +1.
Yeah.
His intelligence 2. Sorry.
Yeah. I brought it up. I was reading the spell.
Okay.
It was able to shake off your spell.
Son of a bitch. Okay. Well, anyways, I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna use one of the charges to speak to him.
Okay.
Like, hey, I got some mice here. If you'll help me out.
Who?
Okay. I said I have some rodents, and I pull one out by the tail. It's like, hey, I got 3 of these. I said, if you help me out, I'll give them to you. You won't have to hunt today. Well, some of your hunt. What do you say?
What?
I say, I'll give you. Huh?
It's a. Don't expect a thoughtful conversation from an owl.
No. No.
He basically asked what you want him to do.
Basically, I want him to keep an eye out for. I describe the bandits. So if you see them, if you could just fly over to where the village is, just fly over and hoot a couple times, 3 times, and that's it. And if you do that for me, I'll leave. I'll get you some more mice in the morning, or.
Okay.
All right. I give him the 3 mice. Like, do you want these now?
Yes.
All right. So I throw them up to him one at a time, so you can catch them with his claw.
Oh no, he catches up with his beak and devours them.
Okay. Yeah. So I throw the 3 mice up to him. I said, "I'll get you some more. When you help me out, I'll give you the rest that I'm able to catch." All right. Thank you. I walk off.
Yeah, it takes off fine.
All right. I'm done. I just walk back to the village after that. I just wanted to see if we can get a little extra help.
Okay, so are you guys doing anything before you rest for the night?
Just sharing a meal with the locals and, talking, enjoying the company or whatever, and then retiring for the night.
Yeah, I'll be doing something similar, except because I only have to meditate for the 4 hours. I'm just going to write some things down in my journal, just a few little doodles, and then at the same I'll retire to meditate and commune with my gods so that I can get that time in.
Yeah. So, the night goes on uneventful. The elves come out of trance. It's still dark. It's early morning. You got 4 hours before the others wake up.
Okay. I go about getting myself ready for the day, making sure my things are in order, and actually exit the building. And I want to take watch near that road as I have sort of like some food and maybe do some stretches. So just try and hide myself to the side of it, but just keep an eye out for those guys, not in case they come early.
Yeah. Roll perception.
It's my modifier for perception. I can't remember. 20 total.
Okay. Yeah. You don't really notice anything. You do see an owl flying around weirdly, like it's doing, purposely making a circle around a location. Like a long oval circle over a long distance.
Okay. He didn't tell us that he'd done the thing with the owl.
You guys were doing your own thing. I kind of did the same thing that Remus had. I got on top of one of the buildings. Actually, I probably would have got on the same building. I would have talked to Remus maybe a little bit.
Oh yeah.
I guess I would have.
Maybe that'll be less boring then. To wait for the bad guy.
Yeah, I didn't get told that the owl is being used as some sort of warning signs. I've just looking at it in complete perplexity, going, "What the shit is it doing?"
Yeah. Maximus would still be sleeping since he's human.
Yeah. Before I did crash, I do want to go and catch some more mice, put them in a little sack before I went to sleep.
Yeah. Roll investigation.
And
Who, me?
Oh, you said you wanted to hunt for some mice?
Yeah, okay. Alright, so,
Actually, no. Survival.
okay. Survival is action proficient. Rolled an 18.
Yeah.
Nice.
You went out into the trees and you're able to find a couple more. You caught all the ones that were in the storage.
Oh, okay. Well, even if there's like like a rabbit too, I think they would eat a rabbit.
Owls can't.
No, they
Mice are the biggest things owls can eat.
Oh, mice, shoes, stuff like that.
Silly cleric, mice are for owls.
Stop trying to charge on my bed.
I do. I'm gonna bring it out here earlier.
Ah,
I'm sorry, love.
on my phone.
So,
Okay.
I'll say in a case.
um,
Not you.
the night passes. Nothing really happened.
Okay.
Just sort of, um, Caitlin, I'm blanking on your character's name.
Sariel.
Yeah. You see, you just watching the owl just making a long oval around the road.
Okay.
Just doing that over and over again.
Just doing the thing.
Working for
I'm
the
just
mice.
getting exceedingly confused. Just like,
It's
is
morning
it
time, yeah.
finding food?
Yeah,
Is it
I'll probably be up by then.
Yeah, it's morning. The other two wake up.
I see the owl.
well, that was uneventful. Like I kind of expected more action here.
They said that they come in the afternoon. Oh, I'm outside, so I'm like, never mind.
I had hoped for some night action too. I would not have minded.
Well, unfortunately,
Well, this place
they did
isn't
not show
exactly
up.
in the hunting grounds of direwolves or anything, but so.
This place seems calm and quiet. I don't know why we would have shown anything else. They don't seem prepared for that kind of action.
Well, it's peaceful, and that's why these people were here. But it's not so
Exactly.
peaceful when these bandits come in.
And that's why they're here
Trying to
to
strong arm them.
try and waylay them.
You see Max, he goes, woo, woo. And the owl, he walks towards the owl and he starts throwing mice up to it.
Yeah.
I tell him, go ahead, and I know you gotta sleep. He says, if you want, come back tonight, and we'll do the same thing.
How long does that spell last?
It doesn't last long. It's a charge.
So you used another charge?
Yeah, so I'm out, but I got 3 back. Beginning of dawn. It re-ups itself. So I used the last one I had before dawn came, and then it recharged.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah.
I'm pretty sure
off.
it just follows the animal friendship spell.
And all that is just making sure the owl knows that I'm not a threat or something like that. But
yeah,
it's cool. It's neat. I mean, hey, you never know when you need a friend.
True.
A friend owl.
And it does. The animal friendship lasts 24 hours.
Oh, it does? Okay.
Yeah,
well,
but
he rolled out of it anyways.
Yeah,
He's a smart
he rolled
owl.
a 17.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
What a smart owl, but then it can't talk. It's like
Well, I can
mice.
talk to him. But I don't know what the hell I'm going to do for meat tonight. So I think I'm just going to have to buy him a steak and cut it up.
All right.
Well, the village is going on normally. They're doing their work. Some people working in the shop. Cutting off all the limbs of the trees and preparing the logs.
I'll give him a
They
hand.
don't. Yeah. They actually they roll once they get all the logs prepared. They actually roll them. They have a they actually send them to Illumina on a boat because boat travel. They can get to Illumina from here on boat in a couple hours.
Oh, well, maybe we can catch one on the way back.
But
We have the horses now. We can
it's I wouldn't say they use boats. It's sort of just
Large.
a floating piece of something that they can stack the wood on and send it down.
Okay. Actually, I think I'm gonna go out on patrol.
Yeah.
Yeah, I start drinking wine on top of the building. I'm bored.
Okay.
Jebediah is going to attempt to.
How
meld
much
into
wine
the
did you bring with you?
shadows.
I think I only have a flask from I have 2 flasks from Jebediah, like his sleep
One.
drink.
One.
Yes.
You only have one, and I took
one.
it back.
Well, I'll drink that.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think I had to have a 14 or something to not fall asleep. Is that right?
Oh, you're an elf, so your roll. You didn't trance.
No, I'm I trance for 4 hours, but
Yeah.
we've passed 4 hours already, and I'm so bored on this freaking
Oh yeah.
damn.
Well, you're an elf, so you literally can't sleep, but you can sort of just close your eyes and kind of meditate and open them again.
Yeah.
And time has passed.
And I start drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just like a Netflix and chill.
Mm.
And I have to roll what, under 13? Is that it? Under 14 to not fall asleep for the next 3 hours.
No, a flask of wine.
Yeah, it's like something that Jebediah made. It's a sleep potion, basically.
Oh, it's a sleep potion. Yeah. Your body's immune to that.
Yes, but he made that with herbs and stuff, so it's not really a potion, but it's herbs and natural.
But you're immune to the sleep effect. Nothing can put you asleep. Biologically, you cannot sleep.
All right, then I'll drink that and enjoy very much this free wine I got from Jebediah, and think of him as a great friend.
Yeah. Yeah.
You boozer.
Yeah. It tastes a little different from the other one you've had. It doesn't taste like any wine you had before. It doesn't necessarily have a bad taste, but it has a different one.
Yeah, I like it. So I spent my time telling myself stories about how great I was and all the good deeds I've done, drinking wine and being lonely on this rooftop.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
Actually, I'm gonna have you make a Constitution because I was just going off of memory. Didn't remember word for word. Yeah, magic can't put you asleep, but this is medicinal. So yeah, roll Constitution.
That's what.
Yeah.
Okay. And there we go. I rolled a 16, and that would be safe, right? Constitution save.
Yeah, the DC on that is 14.
Yeah, I rolled 16 plus 4 Constitution save, so 20. Not natural.
Yeah, you
are well.
You have your memory blacks out for a couple minutes here and there that you don't remember things, but other than that, you're fine.
Jebediah
will. I really.
Go ahead.
Yep. Sorry. No, I really appreciate the wine. That's all. I love it.
It's all good. Okay, so Jebediah is going to attempt to meld into the shadows and walk a mile or two up the trail where the thugs are purported to come down every couple 3 days.
Okay. Roll stealth.
It's going to be a correction. It's going to be an 18.
Okay. It's still morning. You patrol down there for a few hours, and you don't notice anything. It's starting to come up on noon.
All right. Well, I'll head back to the little village, noting the lay of the land on both sides of the road,
Yeah.
and if there's a way of using it to my advantage, and if there isn't, then it's just foreknowledge
Yeah.
for the future, and then I'll head
Yeah.
back to the village.
Well, along the road, it's all those trees there are not fully grown trees. Like, there are ones that you could probably get partial cover from, but the reason this road was made from cutting down adult trees going in. So they were leaving the younger ones to grow to reach maturity, so they could get the best possible wood out of it.
I got you. So we're talking secondary growth, not primary growth.
Yeah.
Is there any bushes out there, like good-sized bushes that I can chill out inside of?
This isn't. Um.
You see, there's a lot of small trees, so I was gonna ask if I can get.
Well, they're young trees. Like they're like maybe like 8, 12 feet tall trees. Some are 15-foot trees. Like the ones I wait for are the 20, 25-foot trees that are like a foot diameter,
Mm-hmm.
like foot 2 feet diameter, like So yeah, there's the odd bush every once in a while, but it's not like it's covered in stuff like that. Like
Is there any
every
bushes
every
big
once in a
enough
while you'll see a bush has sprung up, but the thing you'll get the most cover from is there are some areas where some trees have grown close together, so you could get partial cover from that.
Okay. Well, I'll jump in a little grove of trees there and kind of lay down, cover myself with some pine straw or whatever.
Yeah. So, are you guys joining them down the road in hidden position?
Yeah, I've sort of seen them. I saw them go towards that. I don't want to be directly with them. I probably want to be a bit closer to town, but I want them still within eye shot. And I'll do the same. I'll try to hide in the shadows a little bit.
Yeah. So, okay. So how, like in distance, I'm trying to build a map in my head.
That's all good. Probably about. Let me check the range on my spells just to make sure I don't completely stop myself from helping. Probably about 60 feet behind them.
Okay.
Because I can easily move up as required if I see that they're actually there.
Yeah. So, are the other two getting into an ambush position?
Yep, I'll scout me out a place that's got some good cover from arrows and whatnot, and set up shop.
Yeah. Is Remus staying back?
Remus? Sandra?
I believe she said BRB.
Yeah,
Oh,
she
shit.
said she needs to run
Okay.
to the bathroom.
Okay.
She's a archer.
So I'd say she's back with.
Probably back with me.
Yeah.
That's good.
So you guys are out there. Jeb's on one side of the road. Max is on the other. Remus and Sarah,
So yeah.
are back a bit away from you. You're out there for several hours, just waiting, and then you about 80 feet away from the first group, you see something come up the road.
Okay.
Something like that.
Make a perception roll.
Yeah.
Okay. I rolled a 23.
Okay.
I got a 24.
Okay. You can definitely see a small group of humans coming up the road. I want everyone who's hiding to roll stealth.
Okay.
Does being on top of the roof count as stealth?
Are
I
you
think
still
so.
backing down?
You're with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're away when we were organizing the ambush. We sort of said you were back with me. You're about 60
Hiding.
feet behind the others. We're hiding in the bush.
Yeah.
I rolled a 24 for stealth.
I rolled a 12.
Yeah. Well,
I
considering how
also
far
further
back.
back though. So.
Yeah. Because you are hiding, you get advantage on stealth.
Oh, okay.
Because you guys have cover, you get advantage.
Okay, well, even better. Total 19.
Okay.
Sorry,
How
do
many-
I have to roll too?
Yeah, you're rolling
Yeah.
for stealth.
All right. We
With
get
advantage.
advantage, you said?
Yes.
Yep, because you guys have cover.
All right.
How many bandits are there? Or whatever they are?
They're about 80 feet away, and you can see about. At that distance, it's hard to. You think there's about 4 or 5 of them?
Any more, please?
No. Just,
I got a 12.
yeah,
I rolled a 6
Hey.
and a 9.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I rolled a 10 followed by an 18. I'm like, oh, that's much nicer.
Okay. Well,
Yeah. Yeah. No.
I make
They're just. It's just a group. When they get to about 60 feet, you can see there are 5 of them. 4 of them are just. You've been eventually long enough to tell, yeah, they're wearing armor, they have weapons on their side. There's a guy wearing studded leather.
okay. Any of them have range weapons?
No. You can't. Well, they have daggers on them, but that's sort of a quasi range weapon. But you don't see any bows or crossbows on them.
Okay. I want to. You said they're at 60 feet.
Yeah. You were they're moving towards you. So
All right, so they're about 50 now, probably.
yeah.
Okay, so I want to move on to my back, knock an arrow, and I want to fire an arrow to where it hits right in front of them and sticks on the ground.
Okay. Roll to hit.
I rolled a 22.
Oh yeah, that arrow goes directly where you want it to. It's the leader is about to take a step, and then an arrow just lands right in front of his foot.
So I yell. Let's
Yeah.
see.
And
I yell from where I'm at. I'm like, so far as you go, you're not allowed here anymore. If you persist, you will be removed by force. Do you understand and comply? I'm trying to remain unseen also. All I'm saying is.
roll stealth.
Alright. I rolled a 24.
Nice.
Oh.
Just ominous voice coming from the atmosphere.
They're looking around trying to find the person that almost shot their leader's foot. The boss just sort of yells back into the ether because he has no idea where the guy that shot it is. What sort of bastard thinks he can tell us what to do?
Alright, so I'm gonna knock another arrow and I'm gonna shoot him in his hand.
Going straight for it.
I rolled a 20 to hit. Unnatural. Come on to 20.
Yeah. This.
I kind of
I'm sorry, is that coming through the mic?
Sorry?
Can you hear that coming through the mic? Do I need to mute my microphone?
Oh, a little bit. I don't want
You're
to.
doing the whole Waka Waka thing from Pac-Man,
Yeah.
I think.
So I don't want it to necessarily like stick into him, but just kind of like smack off his hand. You know what I mean? Or maybe glance off. Does he have like a leather helmet or anything on?
No, just wearing the armor.
Yeah, so I just kind of wanted to like nick his like finger, basically. Not really like stick in his hand, but just nick it enough to where he
So
understands.
you, yeah. Roll damage.
Okay. Not gonna work that way, is it? Let's see. It's 10 points of damage.
Okay. You fire your arrow because you made the DC that I had to hit his hand. You grazed the side of his hand, but you also grazed the side of his chest as well.
That's fine. As long as it doesn't stick in him is basically what I didn't want to do.
Yeah, but you took more out of his chest than you did his hand.
Oh, okay. I'm like, do we understand each other?
Yeah.
Or do I need to stick one in your forehead next?
Yeah. Everyone roll initiative
All right.
and put it in the chat.
Oh no!
Hey, I gave him a chance.
Yeah, no, it was more. I just got I got a natural 1 total of 2 for initiative.
That's okay. In the game yesterday, I rolled a 1 and 2.
Are we rolling initiative?
Yes.
Yeah.
We are. Pissed
With
him off.
advantage?
No,
Nope.
I don't think that.
No. It's just
Oh.
I don't think initiative is ever rolled with advantage. I've never had it happen. Can it be?
15.
If you have, there are certain things that will give you advantage if you're in your favorite terrain and a ranger's favorite terrain, or having the sentinel shield gives you advantage. Other than that,
feed stuff. Cool.
Alert will give you a +5, I think, to addition.
yeah, I'll give you a +5, but it won't give you advantage.
Okay.
Guess I don't need a 6 against something. I'm just gonna close my goddamn door.
Okay, Will, what is this thing that you write like 25.18? What is that?
The 25 is my initiative, and then the decimal separates my initiative from my dexterity. My dexterity is 18. That way, if
It's
somebody ties, then they know, okay, both of them got 25.
Oh,
but
then
16, that one has 18. The 18 goes first.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we tied actually, Max and I.
Oh.
Tap and I.
I have a 20 for a dex.
Okay.
Very dexterous person.
I'm a dex monster.
Oh my god! I thought like, yes, I can go first. 17 dexterity is awesome. You're like, okay.
I'm
20.
lacking the 20 for a cleric on dexterity. That's impressive.
Oh my god, your reflex.
Well, he's a war cleric, so yeah, it's a little bit different than just a regular old, And I don't mean regular old, but the war clerics are pretty much the combat medics of D&D.
Oh, you'll
That is-
see once we get into melee. You'll see. Well, you seen that last time.
All right.
I was throwing
yeah, I
down.
think
Yeah.
so. Yeah.
Okay.
You were
So,
throwing shit everywhere. It's good.
yeah. With that arrow shot, they are now taking a aggressive stance towards. They're moving forward, hoping to uncover the person who's shooting at them.
Stealth throw.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, at that time I got a 7, so he can probably see me now.
Yeah.
Actually, I have advantage. Haha, because I'm covered up. Okay, I got 11 that time, so it really didn't help me much.
He
Yeah.
might still see you. I'm just going to go out there and say that.
Yeah. The four. The bandit captain moves forward, pulling out his scimitar and dagger, and he comes. He's about 20 feet away from you, and says, "You did it now. You are going to die." And it's Max's turn.
Oh, hell yeah.
So
Come to Jesus moment, son. All right, so
It's Max's turn.
I'm going to leave.
Oh, sorry.
It was Jed's turn.
Yeah,
Jeb.
I did.
Oh.
Jeb.
Sorry. I jumped it. What's Jeb going to do before the bandit captain? I got sidetracked with the stealth and perception.
You're fine. You're fine. It's all good. Jebediah is going to hold his action until somebody moves forward enough for him to be within about 10 feet. And then he's going to take his action.
Okay. Well, the road's about 10 feet across, so yeah. And you guys aren't parallel from each other. You're about 8 feet back from where Max is.
Okay, well then, in that case, if I'm about 18 feet from Max, then when
No,
somebody
you're
comes-
about 8 feet back.
Okay, so yeah, that's about right. As soon as somebody moves forward enough for me to get within a 15-foot movement range, then I'll take my action. I'll attack.
Okay. So then the bandit leader goes. He moves towards you. He's not stupid enough to dash towards you and not be able to attack. So he's about 20 feet from you, and now it's your turn.
All right.
He's 20 feet from Max.
Okay, so that's
He's
not looking
about
at him.
30 feet from you.
All right. Well, then I'll use my short bow and attack him.
Okay.
That's going to be a 10.
That does not hit.
All right. I will use my bonus action to hide. And the stealth roll is a 20, not natural.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Whoops. Let me close it down.
Yeah, your arrow went a little high, and the guy didn't. Just sort of looked around. What the hell was that? And didn't really notice your location.
Cool.
So, that was his held action. Max, it's your turn.
All right, so I'm gonna jump up. I'm gonna stick my arrow in the dirt, and my bow. I'm gonna stick it in the dirt so it kind of stands up for a second. I'm gonna cast bless on the three of them.
Wait, you're healing them? What the fuck?
Bless.
No.
No, on us. Bless. It gives us advantage.
They're not Remus and
So it's just me and
they
Jeb.
aren't in range because they're about 60 feet back from you.
Okay, so I could do
Plus
them.
is a 30-foot range.
So Jeb and me.
Yeah.
All right, so
Yep.
I'll cast bless for me and Jeb.
Yeah.
So basically, what it is you get a D4 added to your attack roll or your saving throw until a minute is up.
Or
Cool.
he loses concentration.
Or I lose concentration. And then I'm gonna use my inspiration and grab my bow again real quick, and I'm gonna tag that dude, the leader in front of me with my bow.
Yeah.
Roll a 22 to hit.
That hits.
And I do 11 points of damage. And then I drop my bow. I think, can I do it with my... No. Can I drop my bow and grab my sword and my shield out?
You can drop your bow. If you had your bonus action, you could do that, but...
Okay, so then I guess... Can I still move or no?
You still have your movement.
Okay, so I'm going to move back to where he's 40 feet from me.
Okay, so you move back 20 feet.
All right. And then... actually, I'm going to take my bow with me, and I'll move back 40 feet and then drop my bow. And that'll be my turn.
Okay.
Alrighty, my turn.
You cast the spell. You didn't take the attack action, so you actually can't use your ability.
Which?
Your War Priest ability, the one that gives you your bonus attack. You have to attack, and then you can use that as a bonus.
Okay.
So, if you move back 20 feet... Oh, no, then they wouldn't be that... They'd be 40 feet from you, sorry. But you can use your bonus action to pull out your weapons.
Okay. Well, in that case, then I'll scoot back 20 feet, and I'll throw my bow around my shoulder and pull out my sword and my...
If you go back 30 feet, they'd be in range of your spell.
Oh, really? What about Jeb? So all of us would be in?
Because they would be in a 30-foot radius of you.
Ah, okay. All right, well, I'll do that. I'll move 30 feet.
Okay.
So you guys have bless. Basically, you make an attack roll. You can add a D4 added to that or a saving throw. Until a minute is up or I lose concentration. Either way.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'll
Thanks.
change weapons.
Yeah.
Actually,
Remus.
we'll keep it. Don't worry about it. We're good. I'm done.
Yeah, Remus, it's your turn. The leader's about 70 feet from you, and the group of four guys that were following him are about 100 feet from you.
I cast Firebolt, and they're within range. I cast Firebolt on the captain.
Okay, make an attack roll.
How do I do that again with magic? I keep forgetting.
You use your intelligence since it's a wizard. You're using a wizard spell, so you use an intelligence plus your proficiency plus your die roll.
Okay, my proficiency is +2 plus my intelligence. Where is that at? +1, so +3.
Yeah.
Roll. And can I add the D4 before I roll or after from bless?
Oh, it's just automatic. You add it to it. It's not a. You keep getting it over and over again on every roll until the spell ends. So you just get it.
Okay. So I rolled an 18 plus 3 is 21,
Yeah.
and now I add the d4 to it. Is that right?
You hit it.
Yep. You don't need it, but you can.
I will,
I think you
and
hit.
it's a 4.
So
Yeah.
So that would be.
You-
like just proving a point.
You hit them directly where you want to hit them.
That's really good, and he takes 1d10 damage.
Yeah. So roll that d10.
And here goes 5.
Yeah.
5 burning damage. And as my free action, I duck.
Sure, but you don't get stealth. You just
No,
sort of-
but I'm still on the roof, and if like they will probably look
No,
up.
We're off on the road. We're on the road.
The what?
We've moved on to the road.
Yeah, you're
We moved
about
out of the town out.
yeah, you're about half a mile out of town.
Wait, I'm not on the roof anymore? Huh?
No.
Oh, but you went to the bathroom
Okay.
when everyone was sort of moving out for the ambush. So sort of just
Oh.
went, you'd probably have moved with us. You wouldn't have wanted to stay in the village by yourself.
Alrighty,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Sorry.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah. So, but
Well, as a free action, I'll try to move in the. into the woods.
you move behind cover.
Yes,
so you
or
have-
that, whatever.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
have half cover.
All right,
Yes.
better than nothing.
So
Pow, right in the kisser.
yeah. So it's the bandits' turn.
Yes.
They are going to dash forward and sort of cover up their boss. So they moved 60 feet and they're standing in. So you have to shoot through them to get the boss.
So,
So, yeah. So yeah, so the minions are 20 feet from. Since they didn't notice the half elf on the other side, they're about 10. You're about 10 feet from them. And it's Cyril's turn.
okay. So I would like to. I'll move forward 30 feet. That would put me 30 feet away from the bandits.
You're 30 feet from Max, who's 30 feet from the bandits. He's
Okay, well,
about 20 feet from the bandits.
Max. I'll move up to Max so that I'm 30 feet away from the bandits. And I'm going to come.
You're 20 feet from the bandits because they.
There we go. Okay. Well, I want to be 30 feet away from them.
Okay, so you didn't move up to Max. You're about 10 feet behind him.
Okay, that's fine. So I want to cast the opposite of Max. I'm actually going to cast Bane. So basically, I want to hit all of the three covering the bandit leader, and so they have to make a charisma saving throw. It's a DC of 13.
Okay. It's a range of 30 feet.
Yeah. So I want to hit the three that I'm in range of, the three bandits covering the leader.
Okay. Yeah, the leader's not in range of that spell. He's
No,
farther.
that's what I mean. I want the three in range of
Okay.
the three other ones.
So, first one failed. Second one failed. Third one passed.
Well, the ones that failed, on any attack or saving throws, they have to roll a 1d4 and subtract that from their number.
Okay.
Okay, and then did they do anything? Yeah, that'll be my turn. I'll leave that. I'll just ready myself.
Okay. So back to top round with Jeb. You got 4 bandits that are about 10 feet from you.
And how far away is the bandit leader?
He's he's about 20 feet from you.
So the the bandits are in front of the bandit leader,
They're if
or have they
anyone's
moved past
shooting
me?
down has to go through them, but they're just there is a space between them. It's just if someone's shooting arrows that way or anything projectile, it has to hit them first.
Okay, so they haven't moved past me yet.
They're on the other side of the road, or so they're about 10 feet from you because you were hiding on the opposite side of Max, of the opposite side of the road of Max. So yeah, they're about 10 feet from you. So what are you gonna do?
I am going to hold my action until the bandits move past me. Even if the bandit captain moves past me, that's okay. And when the bandits have moved past me and only the bandit captain and myself are on this side of the bandits, then I will take my action.
Okay.
So I'm waiting for the other bandits to move past me so that I've got a clear shot at the captain. Hopefully, in the back.
It's a fan.
So yeah, the bandit captain moved forward. So now he's behind his minions. And he's taking the defensive action. So he's got half cover and taking the defensive action.
Okay.
Max.
Yeah, so Max.
Oh shit!
I love it.
Verify on it.
All right.
This is gonna be good.
I totally forgot when I took first level of fighter. I took archery as a fighting style, so I actually have a +2 to it more. But I'm going to aim for the forehead of the archery captain. I mean the bandit captain.
Yeah.
I got an 18.
You roll with disadvantage.
He's got half cover.
No,
Oh,
the
it has
half cover
defensive
gives
as well.
him -2. The defensive action gives him disadvantage.
Oh man.
Okay, so 18 would have been a good roll. The bad roll. The good roll would have been 25.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
So 16 still hits because of the -2 for half cover. You still hit him.
Oh shit, that's awesome. All right, I do 12 points of damage to his forehead.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, you get that guy in the head. Like, you don't actually shoot the arrow into his head, but you laid a deep cut on the skull as the arrow whizzed by him.
Okay, and then I'm going to use inspiration and get another attack out of it. This one's with a disadvantage also?
If you're attacking the bandit, Captain, yeah.
You know this. All right. Let's see. Okay, so the worst attack is going to be... I'm just rolling to hit him this time. It's going to be a 14, which I'm guessing is going to miss.
Nope. It doesn't hit.
It does?
No, it doesn't. Sorry.
Okay. All right. And... I guess I'll go ahead and I still have my bonus. No, actually, no, I don't. So I can't switch weapons at this point, can I?
No.
Don't think so.
But I can still move. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna move back. Actually, damn. No, I'm gonna stand my ground where I'm at.
Yeah. So the group's about 20 feet away from you.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Shit. Sorry, Jeb. I'm gonna have to move, buddy. I'm gonna move back 15 feet, so that way they're just outside of.
That's fine, buddy. Not an issue. I promise. It's
He's-
not going to
He's
be an
not
issue.
being seen.
Yeah. As you move backwards, you pass the other cleric who was 10 feet behind you.
Oh. Oh, I stopped. I'm like, oh shit. All right, so I take a position in front of her and use the rest of my move.
Yeah.
Please don't leave me here alone. I've only got like 18 hit points.
All right.
Uh,
How many people does he have right next in front of him? Three? Three
He
minions?
has 4.
4.
3 of them have disadvantage on saving throws. Or 2 of them. 2 of them have disadvantage on saving throws.
Yeah.
All right, then I'll shoot an arrow at the dude with the disadvantage on saving throw.
Uh,
I don't think saving throws apply to being shot at, but
rolled hit.
Okie dokie, that is fuck. Do I still have the 1d4 that
Yes.
I
Yep.
can add? Oh, that's awesome. So I rolled a 4, and I think I get +7, being archery and all, and proficiency and stuff.
Yep.
So I have 11 plus
Yeah.
a d4. Let me roll the d4 here. That's
That hits.
2. Does it hit?
Yeah, you needed 12 to hit him.
All right.
Whee.
That's pretty neat. Thank you.
Yay!
Yay!
we hit things.
And my bow does 1d8 plus 3 damage. So rolling d8, that is 7, and he takes 10 damage.
You got him in the stomach. It looks really, really bad. Like
All right.
like a small breeze could actually push him over.
That's really cool because now I'm going to use my action surge and do the same thing again.
Metagaming a little, I would suggest you aim for a different target.
Well, yeah, I'm going to aim for a different one. The
Yeah.
other one with the saving disadvantage.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so roll again. Rolling a 15 plus 7 is 22 plus
Yes.
84.
That hits.
just yeah.
All right. We get
These
it.
are CR 1/8. They're
Oh,
they're
wow.
not that difficult of an enemy.
That's good.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
What's the damage?
All right, rolling d8 for damage. It's 5. 5 damage plus 3. Wait. I rolled a 5 plus 3 damage is what my bow does. 8.
Okay.
Nice.
So, they both look really bad. And now it's their turn. They go towards the 2 clerics.
Yay.
I'm like, yes, come on.
Attacking Max. With their short swords. First one misses. Second one. No, that's an 11. I don't think that'll hit you.
I'm like, Tempest hates you.
The other 2 attacking Cyril.
Yay. Did they do the minus 1d4?
Is there any way I can put myself between?
No, they can go around.
It's okay, okay.
Yeah.
So they make their attack roll my minus 1d4 for me.
Yeah. That guy still hit you. Well, I think he'll still hit you. He rolled a modified 20.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Oh, you only took 6 piercing.
That's not. That could be worse.
And now it's the
We
fourth one.
definitely.
Yay!
Oh, where I could have used these rolls yesterday. He rolled a 21.
Yep.
For another 6 piercing.
Oh, yay.
Oh, I'm sorry. How much HP do you have?
Well, that's 6 now.
I am so sorry. But at
I'm
least
sorry,
you
we'll
can
change
heal
that.
yourself, right?
Once I can heal myself, I shall be okay.
And it's your turn.
It's my turn. Well, that's good.
The bandits move forward, right?
Yeah, they move forward towards the 2 clerics.
Okay, so the
That's
bandit
hold on.
captain is by himself.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna let Cyril go, and then I'll take my
No,
held
it's our
action.
turn still.
Well,
You can go first if you'd like. I'm staring at my spells going, what the shit am I doing right now?
If you go after Cyril, you'll lose your held action because it's back to the top of the round.
Okay, well then I guess I better take
Go
my
ahead.
held action now.
Yeah,
You said he's
yeah,
20
yeah.
feet away from me?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to move 20 feet towards him.
You got a ninja run. Put your arms on.
Naruto run.
Yeah, I'm still stealth, so I think I'll be all right. I'm gonna run up and I am going to swing at him with my plainsman spear.
Yeah.
And
Since he's still taking the defensive action, you have to roll with disadvantage. Well, straight roll because you're hidden. That gives you advantage, but he has defensive, so you're neutral with
Cancel
him.
that.
okay.
Does he move back to the bless range?
He was always in the bless range. Well, you don't have to. Once you cast a spell, you can move wherever you want. It's just the initial spell.
Ah, okay.
Okay, so with all the modifiers, I got a 24.
Oh, you hit him.
He said,
And with the modifier for sneak attack, the damage from the spear.
Since you didn't have advantage because it canceled out, you don't get sneak attack.
Okay, no worries. Then that's going to be a 12 to the bandit leader.
Well, he's definitely hurting.
And as my bonus action, I will strike again.
Okay.
With a...
you have disadvantage on this one because he now knows you're there.
Okay. So the first one was a 13, the second one was a 15. And that's... so I take the 13 plus 7, that's going to be 20.
That hits.
Total.
Yeah.
And then he'll take... another 4 points of damage from my short sword.
Yeah.
And that was without a strength modifier or anything, or a dex modifier, because I don't have dual wielding, so that was just a straight roll, plus the one from the magic. And I am going to use the 15 feet that I have to move back.
When you're moving in stealth,
Mm-hmm.
every 1 foot you have to use 2 feet of movement.
Okay, so I wouldn't have been able to get up to him, is what you're telling me.
Yeah. I thought because the guy didn't notice you in perception, so you could have not moved in stealth. So you have 10 feet of movement.
Okay, then I'll move back 10 feet.
Yeah. He gets a swipe at you.
No, no, he doesn't.
Oh.
Fancy footwork with the swashbuckler feat allows me to land a strike and then slip away without reprisal. During my turn, if I make a melee attack against a creature, that creature cannot make opportunity attacks against me for the rest of my turn.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh. Well, that saved me. He rolled a 1 on his opportunity.
Sword
So-
drop.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Sarah, it's your turn. You just got
Yay.
stabbed twice.
I did just get stabbed twice. I'm going to. I can't decide if I should be hitting them or if I should be hitting myself. I'm going to. Actually, I'll use. I grab the black stone of my necklace, and I use Path to the Grave, which is my channel divinity. One of the ones, the one that looks the healthiest, I suppose. The one's not bleeding from a stomach wound. So he has vulnerability to the next damage it takes.
Okay.
And then I will use my bonus action to cast Healing Word on myself.
Okay.
270.
Then-
It's a 2 plus 5,
Wisdom.
7 points of damage. So I'm back up to 11.
Yeah.
Okay, for
Uh,
health. Yay!
So, back to the top of the round, and Jeb, it's your turn. You. The leader looks really, really bad.
Okay, so I'm going to step forward the 10 feet, and I am going to stab at him with my plainsman's spear.
Yeah.
And
You have disadvantage because defense goes until he starts his turn.
okay, so I got a natural 20, and I got a 7.
Oh no!
No, hang on. We're not done yet. The D4 gives me another 1, so that's 8. And that's plus... Okay, so I got a 15 total to hit with my spear.
You hit him. That's what you
All
needed.
right.
Hell yeah.
And that's going to be... Nice. 8 points of damage plus 5 is going to be a total of 13 points of damage there.
So you're killing him because
Awesome.
you knocked him down to 0.
Nice.
So is he dead or unconscious?
No, he's dead.
Okay. Yeah. So
And then,
the bandit leader drops.
and how far are the other bandits from me?
They're about 20, 25 feet from you.
Okay. Jeb's going to whistle
Okay.
really, really loud with the spear tip stuck in this this bandit leader's body. He's just going to shout out, "Are you really sure you want to continue this fight?" And that's going to be like intimidation, I guess.
Roll intimidation.
Yeah, that's going to be a 13. Wait. Do I get a D4? Do I get a D4 for that?
No, I think it's a saving throw only.
Not
Okay, yeah, so that's just going to be a 13.
They rolled a 3, so you intimidated them.
Nice.
Wow!
Doesn't he
Okay,
get
then.
like some kind of advantage though? He just killed their boss. I mean, that would be understandable.
Well, their opposed
They're
roll was a
already
3, so it
intimidated, so-
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
There's no like you do extra intimidation the higher you get. It's just they're intimidated.
It's
If
just
you
either they're
say-
intimidated or they're not, and apparently they're wetting themselves at this point.
We look over and we just see Jeb just kind of really awkwardly like some sort of weird glitch in a
Oh,
system, and they
yeah,
find it
there's
scary
nothing
anyway.
awkward about it. There's a dead body on the ground, and Jeb's spear tip is right there through the neck of the leader when he whistles and he issues this basic ultimatum: surrender or die.
Yeah. So
Yes.
it's Max's turn. You got 2 bandits engaged in with you, and 2 bandits engaged in Cyril.
So they're not backing down.
Well, they haven't had their turn yet.
All right. So I'll switch weapons real quick and ask
Okay.
them, "Do you yield?"
They're just sort of looking at each other.
Okay, so I'm gonna strike at one of them. I'm not gonna play this shit. It's like either yes or no. There's no thinking, yes or no. So I'm gonna attack one of them.
Mhm.
19 to hit.
That hits.
All right.
Right? Each of you has a wounded one and a non-wounded one on you.
I'll take the one that's not wounded,
Okay.
and I do 10 points of damage to him.
Yeah. He
Now,
is barely standing.
all right, and then I ask him again, "Do you yield?"
It's Remus's turn.
That's why I'm asking him, because if not, then I'm gonna use my bonus action.
Oh,
Actually, can you not?
yeah. They are kind of too scared to speak. They're kind of processing. They
Alright.
don't know what's going on.
Drop your weapons if you're done.
How many are there still?
There's
Like
4
three?
of them.
4. And
Because you all
3 of them are
like-
almost dead, right?
the leader said 2 of them are standing on 1 hit point. So
All right, let me see what I can do here. Maybe I can.
That's something like, drop your weapons and we'll show you mercy. You can walk away.
One of them drops their weapons.
All right. Then one of them that doesn't, I do my inspirational attack. Rolled a 13 to hit.
That hits.
All right. And I do 10 points to him.
Oh yeah, you drop him hard. He only
Okay.
had 1 hit point.
I'm like, all right, game on. I don't hit the one that dropped his weapon. That one I'm leaving alone.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, there's 2 left, right? The one dropped his weapon, the other one died, so 2 left, right?
Yeah. And it's your
Right.
turn.
And there's one of them with like low hit points.
2 of them with low hit points.
Alrighty. Well, I figured I can't do anything else because I do not have my special ability action surge anymore. I can only attack once, and that's what I'm gonna do. I shoot an arrow at one of them. I really don't care which one.
Yeah.
And I rolled an 18 plus 7 is 25.
That hits.
It's 1d8 plus 3, and that would be 6 damage.
Yeah. You drop the other guy.
So 1 left.
1 left that hasn't dropped his weapons, and
Alrighty.
it's his turn.
Yay.
The guy that dropped his weapon is he just runs off.
That's fair.
Yeah. Max, you get an opportunity attack. He
the
was
guy
on the
that was-
opposite side, so Cyril doesn't get one because he wasn't in range
Okay.
of her.
And this is the one that gave up.
Yeah, he's just running.
I'll just let him run. It doesn't matter.
Okay. So, since the other one's going to take a stab at Cyril.
Yeah, that's fair.
Let's see. And Um, does 17 hit?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm so sorry for you.
You take
It's
7
okay.
points of damage.
It's okay. I'm
Why?
alive. That's the main thing. It's
Oh Jesus.
fine. He's the last one, right?
And yeah.
If I
So
were you, I would have shit my pants already.
No. I'm a grave domain cleric. I follow the great guide, so I have no fear of death.
yeah. Oh. That guy's really scared, and he's just. You looked really hard before, so he's just took
Yeah,
another
that's
stab at
fair.
you.
Is he the guy that has Path to the Grave? I can't remember who I put it on.
No, that guy that you put past the grave on actually ran.
Oh, that was the guy that ran. Fantastic. Okay, well, I am going to look this guy straight in the face, and I'm going to give him this little, like, really, you're doing this now? And I'm going to cast Inflict Wounds. I'm going to just reach out. I'm going to just tap him on the top of the head and just cast Inflict Wounds. So that's a melee spell attack. Again, that should do 4 too as well. So awesome, because that wasn't optimal. So it's 15 total.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh, yay. Okay, so that's 3, 4, 12. 17 points of necrotic damage.
Yeah.
Ouch.
I'm not pleased that I got whacked. I'm just like, yeah, you shouldn't have done that.
That guy had 1 hit point. You killed him outright.
Fantastic.
Melted his head. Sort of.
He just shrivels into a husk and just drops to the ground.
Yeah. Okay. So combat's over. You killed 4 of them and 1 guy's running away.
I want to loot the captain.
Okay.
I'm just gonna let that guy run. He dropped his weapons.
Remus is still in range of him with her longbow. She wants to take a shot again.
Yes, of course I always did take the shot because Jebediah had convinced me. Yeah, I don't care. He had me convinced.
Put my hand in front of
Besides,
your
the
ear.
others tried to
Like, look,
attack me like us.
he gave up. You have to show mercy sometimes.
You were not anywhere near her.
Oh no?
Near him.
Like I'm like, hey, he gave up.
Sometimes
you gotta show mercy.
Roll perception.
Are you persuading me, right?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I rolled a nat 20. With that comes up to 26.
Okay. So you see him pulling back the bow to shoot.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
you
guy?
know, Max, you're right.
Yeah.
Actually, you should not kill people. This guy surrendered. Yeah, have me convinced.
Hey, he's got to live with the decision of running.
Yeah,
He
run,
didn't
you
surrender.
coward.
He ran away. If he had
Freaking-
surrendered, he'd be
He
on his
dropped his
knees.
weapons. He dropped his weapons and he ran.
He knows better
Yeah.
than to come back here.
So the bandit leader's wearing studded leather armor. He has a scimitar and a dagger. He only has about 18 gold on him. And about 26 silver and 32 copper. The 3 bandits that you dropped between them, they only had about maybe 6 gold, 48 copper, and like a couple silver.
While they're searching the bodies, I walk back to town and get the dude that's in charge.
Yeah. Okay.
How much gold did the other bandits have?
6 gold.
Okay. Well, I'm going to take the studded leather armor.
Yeah.
And I'm going to.
And the bandits, the three of them there, were wearing leather armor and they had short swords.
Cyril's just kind of breathing on the ground, just like, Jesus Christ, that was close.
You still hurting? I'm guessing you're still hurting, right?
Yeah, I'm on like 4 HP.
Max will he'll cast Cure Wounds on you.
Much appreciated.
Actually, no, go. Sorry, he doesn't have that. Actually, yeah, he does. Yeah, he casts Cure Wounds on you.
Okay, how much do I have for?
What is that? A D4?
It's a D8.
No, cure
That's
one's
a D8?
That's 1d8 plus your wisdom modifier.
Yeah.
Spellcasting ability modifier.
So you get 9 hit points back.
That's nice.
Well, hang on. Is Cure Wounds your spell casting modifier or is
Spellcasting
it your
ability
wisdom modifier?
Spellcasting ability.
They say that because different classes use different modifier. Because bards also get cure wounds, they add their charisma. Clerics add their wisdom because they use their wisdom to cast.
Okay, but you're not getting the proficiency bonus, so it's not like the spell attack. It's your actual whatever the bonus is for your ability score.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure that I had that right.
With when you get your proficiency on the roll, it's your spell attack roll.
Okay.
Now,
when they say modifier, they just mean the straight stat.
Okay.
Are any of the bandits like right on the brink of death, or are they just done?
They're dead, son.
One of them was killed outright. The other two are dying.
Okay, I'm gonna cast.
Do you want me to save one of them? I can
spare the dying on the two. I'm gonna bring them back to one. I'll tie them up before I do it.
That just stabilizes them. They're still unconscious.
That's fine.
That's
I'll let the dude figure out what he wants to do with them.
Yeah.
If anything, we'll just take them back with us on the boat.
I say we throw them.
They only use the they only travel when they're doing a shipment.
That's fine. We've got horses. We can have them tied
up. They can walk
and...
behind us.
Yeah.
Well, I'll let them figure out what they want to do. If they want to kill him, then that's their business. But I'll tell him when he gets over. I was like, look, these two, I can stabilize. That one, he's done. Bandit leader's done. One of them ran away. So you're good. It says these two, they'll wake up eventually after a couple hours. They won't be in any shape to attack you. But I'm leaving it up to you what you want to do with them. If you choose, I will take them back to town and put them in front of the magistrate. If not, then well, they're yours to deal with. Or you can make them.
Maybe we might be able to get them to work off their crime because we're still short-handed.
Okay. Well, do you have manacles or anything? Or you could just, we could talk to them. You could talk to them. I'll talk to them for you.
Yeah.
So if we could, can I roll a medicine and see if I can? I don't have a medicine kit, but
I do. So seeing what he's trying to do, I'll try to roll for that.
Can I use your medicine kit?
No, I have a healer's kit. The same thing, is it?
Yeah, it's a healer's kit.
But is a healer's kit fantastic?
Yeah. Well, that's what the piece of equipment is called. It's called a healer's kit.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to get one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll move forward and volunteer my services with my healer's kit.
So I rolled a 24 on medicine.
Okay.
For one of them, I guess. And then
I rolled a 19 to assist, I suppose.
All right.
Yeah.
And the next roll is a 12.
Healer's kit just allows you to stabilize without having to roll if he didn't have spare the
damn.
die.
Oh,
You,
Yeah,
you
okay.
need the feat to give him hit points. The healer feat.
oh, okay.
So
That's
we need to
interesting.
take that at some stage.
So, but yeah, they'll naturally wake up in a couple hours.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'll talk to him. So
Well, you
I'll
can
tie him.
always cure wounds.
Yeah, that's true.
It
All right.
gives him too many health points.
I gotta take a. I gotta not to do a rest before I can do a cure wounds again.
I cast healing word at one of them. I don't want them getting too many hit points, so I'll just do healing word. I can do it on one of them anyway.
Don't you worry, if you heal him too much, Jebediah will just stab him again. And it's fine.
I'm well aware. I don't want to give him the opportunity. So that is a total
Roll me a wisdom.
wisdom. Okay. That's a what's my wisdom? That's a total of 15.
Okay. Because you rolled well enough, I'll let you automatically take minimum on the dice.
Awesome. Okay, so it's still plus my wisdom modifier, so it's total of 4.
Yeah.
He just wakes up to my face in front of him like, you really picked the wrong people to keep attacking, mate. Not that guy.
Well, I'll roll intimidation. Talk to him.
You get
22.
advantage because
Okay, let me roll the
got
other
killed.
one in. Still rolled 22 as the highest out of the two.
Okay. Yeah, you got him intimidated. He is.
All right. I'm like, look, you got 2 choices. Well, actually, you have 3. 1 is death. 2 is I take you to town and put you in front of the magistrate, and you get whatever you get. Or 3, you can work for this man until he sees fit that you've paid off your debt. That's basically where you're at. It says you have 30 seconds to figure out what you want to do. And I just stand up and I cross my arms and I start counting. He said, don't talk to me, you talk to him.
So you're doing this with the chief?
Yeah, he's right there next to me. He's the one that ultimately, if they want to try and do that, then Bob someone tell him, say, look, if you have any problems, I'm going to come back and I'm going to hunt you down. Or I'll put a bounty on your head.
Yeah, he's all for working off his debt because it sounds the least painful.
Okay. The other guy?
The other side is still unconscious.
Yeah, I only had the one healing spell.
Okay.
Had to use them on
I'm
myself.
okay. On him, I guess. That'll be he gains another 5 hit points back. I guess he wakes up.
Yeah.
So I tell him basically the same thing. So you have the 3 choices. You can die, you can go to jail, or you can work it off for this man right here.
Yeah. The other guy is still scared of you. He says, just do the work. It'll be just for a little while, and then we'll be done with this place. And the other guy agrees, and so.
All right, you got 2 hands. There you go.
Yeah. So.
We ain't got to carry him back to town.
Yeah.
He says, "I'm sorry. I'm gonna let you bury the other bodies."
Yeah.
They have their vitality back. Let them bury their comrades.
Fortunately.
They're gonna stay tied to the bed for a day or so to recover from their wounds, so they can actually work.
Okay.
I turn to the chief and I say, if you have any problems with these 2, you come and let us know. We'll be happy to solve the problem.
Yeah. He is very grateful, and he apologizes that he can only give you 50 gold each for the work that you have done for the village. And you guys get your gold and you're done. You can, although it is mid-afternoon and you'll be riding into the night to get back to Illumina.
I'll turn to the chief and say, do you mind if I have a rest, and I'll leave him for town again in the morning?
He has no problem with you guys staying another night.
Okay, well, I'm just going to go into there and crash. No, I don't technically crash, but I'm just going to go into a trance for far longer than 4 hours to sleep off that ordeal.
Yeah.
Max is going to ask for a chunk of meat and walk outside and talk to Hootie again.
Roll investigation.
At this point, I'll have to jump out, guys, but thank you very, very much.
Rolled a...
All right, have a good one.
Got an 11.
Let me know, do we get experience points from that?
Yeah, you got 1 experience point. You're now level 3.
Fantastic. Okay, well, I'll sort that out later. I need to go be a productive member of my society for a bit. I'll chat to you guys later.
All right, good night. All right, got an 11 on investigation.
Yeah. You're not really able to find him.
All right. Well, it happens. I'll go inside and grab a mug of ale and come back outside and chill.
Yeah. So,
Don't
nothing really happens. The night goes on peacefully, and then you guys leave in the morning and head back.
Okay.
Yeah. You let one of the aides know that the job's complete and everything, so informing them how it went and that, and so Pincus can keep record of the event and all that.
Okay.
So yeah, you are back in Illumina. You guys left early morning, so it's mid to late afternoon. Is there anything you guys want to do?
Take care of the horse.
Yeah, you returned the horses back to the stable and all that. But yeah,
I think that's pretty much it for coming back in. Just check and make sure that nothing's going on while we've been gone, and then I guess split. And
there's always something going on, but there was nothing really like, oh, I can't believe you missed this.
Okay. Quick question: when it comes to selling the short sword, bless you.
It's half book value, or you can try and persuade them for a deal.
Okay, so it's just book value.
Half book.
Half book value. Sorry, I didn't catch the half part. Alrighty.
Yeah.
All right. I will. I guess I will try to persuade a shopkeeper to buy the short swords, the scimitar, I guess it's 3 daggers we collected. The other one didn't drop his dagger, or did he?
They only had short swords. They didn't have daggers. Only the leader had a dagger.
Oh, okay. So we have 3 short swords, 1 scimitar, 1 dagger. 2 leather armors, or 2?
3 leather armors
and 1 studded leather, right?
Yeah.
All right. Is it one roll per or just like group?
It's a group roll.
Okay. So D20.
Crazy Habib.
Hey,
Max.
Max.
Yeah.
You wouldn't happen to have guidance, would you?
I do, actually.
Awesome. You want to come with me while I try to persuade this guy to buy him at above half book value?
No problem.
Awesome.
Divine
Great.
integrity, that sounds good.
All right. So that's going to be persuasion. 11 plus 4 is 15 plus
Hold on,
persuasion,
check out
plus
something.
6. So 21 on persuasion.
Okay.
Yeah, you were able. Yeah, you were able to talk up the quality of the stuff, and you got a 5% bonus.
Okay. I'll add this all up then, and we can go from there. And then
Yeah,
we can do the split.
because yeah, you only. I do it as it's a contested roll, and how much higher you got than his roll is the more discount you get.
Right.
You only got one higher.
Yikes. But
So
one higher is one higher. It's still 5%.
yeah,
I can't really complain. All right, so let's see here. That's 2 gold. Do any of these look abnormal, like they might be magical before I sell them off?
no, they're run of mill stuff.
Okay. Well then, all right. I'm gonna add all this up, and then we'll do that.
So
And thank you for the game. I appreciate it.
yeah,
Yeah. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you very much.
so,
Oh, I must have muted. Oh no, I'm not.
no, you're not muted.
Oh yeah, that's because I did that because of my puppies because they
Yeah.
bark and play and stuff. So
Yeah. So
very much for that. That was fun.
yeah.
Indeed.
So I'm going to end the broadcast here. Thanks everyone for playing and anyone who's watching this. Okay. Have a good